First, though, we are still waiting for a verdict in the Michelle Troconis trial. The jury finished their second full day of deliberations without a decision.
The jurors did have more questions for the judge today as they continue to weigh the fate of the first person to stand trial in the disappearance and death of Jennifer Dulos. We have team coverage from Stanford, NBC Connecticut, Shannon Miller and Kevin Geis, both joining us live outside the courthouse with the very latest. Good evening to you both.
Keisha and Mike, those deliberations for this second full day of testimony started here around 10 a.m. this morning, and then it was around 12:30 this afternoon that the jury then posted another note to the court saying that they had another questioner, Kevin Geis, in the courtroom as the question was read out loud. And Kevin, this really had to do with the verbiage of the tampering with evidence charge and the term of accessory or accessorial liability. Let's talk about that part of the case, what it has to do with this count in particular, which has to do with May 24th, the day that Jennifer Dulos disappeared, and what allegedly happened on Albany Avenue.
Right, so jurors wanted clarification from the judge if Michelle Troconis had to alter, conceal, or destroy physically, essentially physically touch any of that evidence for the charge to constitute tampering with evidence. This all stemming from the Albany Avenue scene where investigators say Troconis was seen in Fotis Dulos' Ford Raptor driving along Albany Avenue in Hartford, and where Dulos was seen disposing of trash bags and license plates. You'll recall forensic experts testified Troconis' DNA, 3 skin cells, or roughly 3 skin cells, or the equivalent of 3 skin cells, were found on one of those trash bags. Here's what Judge Randolph told the jury.
The court believes it has answered that in the first question. The answer is accessorial liability does not require physical contact.
Now, Michelle Troconis has told investigators she knew nothing about what was allegedly happening along Albany Avenue. This is the second time that the jury has asked about a question to the court, yesterday being that first time when they asked to hear that testimony once again from Michelle Troconis' best friend, and that was played for them yesterday. Now, just within the last hour and a half or so, defense attorney John Schoenhorn and Michelle Troconis and her family stepped outside the courthouse after court had been dismissed for the day. And John Schoenhorn talking about these now 2 full days of deliberation. Take a listen.
You're waiting, your family member's fate, rests on what people in a room that you cannot see or hear are thinking. So, you can imagine that it's very stressful to everybody.
And this all coming again after now it's been 7 weeks since the start of this trial, starting back on January 11th. Michelle Troconis continues to maintain her innocence and has pleaded not guilty to the charges that she is in connection with, according to the state, in Jennifer Dulos' disappearance. We will be back at court tomorrow at 10 a.m. Yep. The question now is, of course, will the jury come back with a verdict before the weekend? Again, this is all after they had been seated now for months on this jury. We're on top of all of it for you. We will have live team coverage for you tomorrow here from Stanford Superior Court. Back to you.
Shannon Miller and Kevin Geis, we thank you.